How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season. Today I have a great new mod to show you. Let's look into the opponent manager to see the cars, and yes, it is in fact 2016 Formula 1 mod. Now, this isn't exactly new car bodies, as you can tell. They're still the same as they were in the videos that I've done previously on this, with Formula 1, because building a new model is difficult and whatever, but some bloody amazing person made liveries for the 2016 cars, which is kind of funny because the other day when I was making my video at Watkins Glen, I mentioned how there's 2013 skins, and that's all well and great, but there's like no 2016 skins. But now look, there are. And there's even Pirelli tires. I picked the Ultra Soft because they're new and they're good and it's wonderful. But just look at that attention to detail, like even on the Martini. And the Renault's a bit off shade, but what can you do? But so here we're gonna take it just on a quick 3-lap race at Bahrain, and we'll see what comes of it. I'll put the link to these skins to this mod in the description if anyone wants it, but for now, I'll just let it be. But yeah, the AI was actually really difficult to set up for this mod, or not for this mod, but for this track, because, you know, at one point they were setting like 150s, which that's really fast because this mod isn't actually F1 physics, it's Trans Am, and Trans Am is just GT cars, so you know that's a pretty fast lap for that particular subseries. And they were like 20 seconds a lap faster than me, which was just too much. I mean, you can't race when you're being lapped after 4 laps. But on the other end of the spectrum, I messed with some files, and I found that the tweak that I made the AIs so that they were running like 40 or 4-minute lap times. And 4-minute lap times, if you can't tell already, are not applicable to racing either, because I'll be lapping them in like 2 laps, as I figured out, and no one likes to watch people lap people unless you're into the World Endurance Championship, in which case more power to you. But yes, we are in the Force India because, in my opinion, the Force India is the nicest looking vehicle in this mod. Let me check my graphics because my frame rate is way down at the moment. Do we need to see all these opponents? Not particularly. We'll lower the drawing distance and that, because ideally I'd like to get more than 20 frames. 23 is fine, I guess. But it doesn't look like we're going to get significantly more than 22 or 23 frames. Oh my goodness me. All we need to do is get out of traffic. So the position we're currently running, which is last, because who needs qualifying anyways? Sorry, I just, excuse me, pole. I didn't know you could actually run into those poles. Thought they were just for decoration like everything else. But no, we're right behind the Williams of Felipe Massa. Maybe I'll try and chuck it down the inside. Don't know why I keep getting weird frame rate drops, but so be it. Sorry, teammate, that didn't happen. I didn't hit my teammate. I'm not a Hamilton at Spain 2016. Is it 2016? I always forget in my videos whether it's 2015 or 2016. It is indeed 2016, so there's that. Now next on our bucket list of people to overtake is Danny Kvyat. Kvyat, it doesn't matter how it's pronounced. But we'll overtake him. This probably isn't the best overtaking spot, but what can you do? We'll get signs as well. No, we won't. But yeah, this mod has all the driver changes. It had Van Dorn at McLaren, which I probably should have done since this is Bahrain, but I didn't, so sue me, or do whatever. It also has the Max Verstappen and Danny Kvyat swap from earlier in the year, which of course went quite well. Oh my god, this frame rate, help me god. Like, I'm getting 5 frames per second. This is a slideshow. Like, how am I supposed to do anything at 5 frames per second? Can't even turn. And now I'm gonna get passed by the Toro Rosso because I'm getting like 4 frames per second. Two laps to go, thank God. Oh my goodness me, we got spanned by a Williams. Well, I don't know how I'm supposed to race. I mean, look, up at the top right, 1.35 frames per second. Yeah. Now, if this slow frame rate turns you off from getting the mod, don't. This mod is perfectly fine. I'm afraid it's just this track, or the fact that I'm recording, or whatever it may be, just acting up and just screwing with me. Which is really weird because it hasn't been doing this before, and it's just suddenly a thing that's happening. But yeah, and now I'm suddenly getting random frame rate spikes. I don't know what to think of that, but as it is, I'm afraid that after spending 2 hours trying to get this track to work so that I can do this mod on this track, I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to call that the video. So just if you want me to do a career mode, or you have other ideas for this game or for my channel in general, please do let me know. But until then, this is James talking to you, otherwise known as Alfrago, and I will see you next time.